Alrighty, there we go. Hello and welcome back. This is day 337 of streaming every single day, and our technically second stream for today. For the first one we did PvP. And today we're going to be working on more of our Go designing stuff. Sorry that took forever for the transition there, sorry. I'd like to design another room in here, because this is like the, kind of like the showcase room, kind of, what I was trying to do with this. But I still want to do like a library. I just realized this is not centered over there. I haven't gotten to upload any pictures yet to all these other things. I still have to do that. We have more room slots, and I wanted to make another room. I never named it, or never updated the picture. Let me do that real quick. I just don't know where to take the picture. Technically, this would be a nice spot to take a picture, or maybe over here. I guess I'll figure it out, but we need to hide this thing first. And then update the picture. There we go. That's much better. I have to decide what to do with some of these rooms still. This one I never updated the picture of. I kind of wanted to do a library, but I'm not sure how to go about that. What fits a library vibe? Probably something more like this, right? But a large version, if they have one. This one actually kind of does. That might be nice. Otherwise, I could do something else with it. So I wanted to do one of these, too. I might want to do a small version. Also, I like the large version because there's an open door here. Not that you can go outside of it, but... I think we can change it if we don't like it, but I think we'll go with this one. There we go. This one seems nice. You have to decide, like, what the ambient music is going to be, though. First of all, I think we should make it daytime. I think that's better. Ambient sounds... Probably want it to be quieter. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, actually, is that you can choose all these different noises for it. I want the outside noise to be a little bit quieter. I think we'll keep that one for the other room we have. I do have streamer mode on, so it shouldn't play anything we can't hear. This is a game I had recently kind of discovered, just a little bit ago. But I feel like it's definitely become one of my favorites, just to like sit back and chill. In fact, I think the Steam nomination stuff is going on right now, and this is one of them you can nominate for the best sit back and relax. This one is really low. I think we're gonna want something taller for a library. Oh, that's really small. That's a little bit too big. This one might not be a bad idea. I wonder if this one would be okay for what we're trying to do. I'm kind of picturing like the spots that you might see in a library that have the like the spots next to the window that you can sit down and just read. All I know is we're gonna need a lot of shelves for this. Might be able to get away with using this one here. Maybe? All I know is I want to mirror the look that we do on that side over here. Oh yeah, I think we can, yeah, we can delete these. Dang it. I need to go back and do that in my other rooms. I want to decide the walls already too. Because I feel like that's, that plays a huge role in the vibe of the room. A library. This is a little bit... Is this a bit too clean of a look? Well, it doesn't look that bad, but... I'm trying to think. Something that will look more inviting? I feel like white is generally more inviting, I guess. It's more of a gray. Oh wait, what? I thought I clicked on the ceiling. I didn't do it yet though. I think I've seen most have stuff like this as a ceiling, but... I guess we'll go with that. What kind of door would be the best? Oh. You know what? I could have done a small version of this for like feeling like you're studying at the library, like in one of those rooms, like the extra rooms they have to study in. This is more like a section of the library. Like, yeah, that would be interesting. Okay. I'm between this one and this one. I think this one might be better. Or possibly this one. I think that's alright. We already did all of those. Awesome. Okay, so something about right here. If I can get it lined up correctly. There we go. And then we'll base it off of that. We could do grid mode, but it doesn't always allow you to place things where you want to. I want like to be a divider in each spot here. I did just get an idea. We could technically make it so that it's like there's 3 spots by the window. I do wonder how that would look in the end. Okay, well, we'll just try this. We'll just try this. That is not what I meant to do. I think right about there is okay. Oh, that could be a little bit better, but I'll just keep it there. That's better. I hope they're both turned right, though. We'll do the next part after this. Hopefully I can get this one right. Almost looks like it's not lined up right, but I think it is lined up. That's what's making it look so weird. Something like that. It's almost exactly lined up with each other, but looks like something I might have to adjust at some point. This one needs to come out just a little bit, like this way. Probably just like that much or so. I think that's slightly better now. Oh, this is much better, I think. Oh, this is gonna be much better. I need to move this a little bit more this way. Wait. How long was my mic off? I'm gonna feel really bad if my mic was off the entire time. Ah! This takes me forever. I'm trying to be perfectionistic about it, but... Yeah, we'll do it like that. We do know that there is a limit now, an item limit. So this will be interesting. I don't think we'll use nearly as many items as we used in my display room, though. I feel like you don't need that many in this type of room. We do have a lot of shelves already, though. I kinda wanted to do a chair here, but I kinda think anyone sitting here would be a little bit claustrophobic. They don't have an L bookcase, how weird. Yeah, they don't have like a lot of different things in this game. There's one thing I've noticed so far. But I've been making it work. I've been having fun trying to design my own things in pieces. That's been pretty fun, actually. I have quite a lot of fun doing that. So pretty much anything you kind of really want in this game, you kind of have to, like, make it. At least in my experience so far, because, like, I wanted, a very custom kind of, like, housing item that you guys see in my display room. But I made it work, like, pretty well, actually. That's what I was picturing. So no complaints there. I'm also just surprised at the level of customization as far as like what you can do with the items. Like I think that just being able to use items and upload your own PNGs on them is pretty crazy. Or GIFs even. You can upload GIFs onto these things. The things that have a G on them. Yeah, no, it is pretty cool. You can also make your own playlists. If you have the MP3 of certain songs on your computer, you can play them. This is what I'm talking about the G. The lowercase g. You could put any GIF or image on it, pretty much. I think so long as the file isn't too big, it probably wouldn't do anything bad. I have not gotten to try many things yet with that yet, though. I have to make some art for mine. I haven't gotten the time to yet. I might try to do some off-stream today, maybe, for my display room, but I'm not sure how it will go. I'm also gonna have to, like, color everything here, so that's gonna be interesting. Oh, that's right, I have to do the other side of this one, too. The wall. I really hope that's spaced out enough. Please. This one's a little bit too out. I need to go in more. Oh yeah, I'm also really appreciative of the stream function for music. I think that's super helpful, so I'm glad they have it. Sorry for all the moving there. I gotta do this. Yeah, I want to say that for how little items they have in the game, I feel like you can make a lot. It really just takes some creativity, I think. It does get a little bit hard, but I want to show the piece that I'm talking about too. That should be just about it on that side. Might have done that. Well, actually, that's really... Wait, I put it like this? Hang on a second, let me adjust the camera. Oh, I just did it like that. So far, so good. Okay, so what I want to show you guys is in my display room. The music will probably cut out real quick, but... yeah. This right here. This was a mix of 8 items, minus all the stuff that's like inside of here and on top of it. It was like 8 items. There was a rug on top, or yeah, it's a rug. Long table wood. We have the we have another table under this one. 2 actually of the same kind, and we have dresser. I don't know what this whole thing is called. This cubby thing, like I took 2 of them and put them together to make this here. I believe they were the ones that are like... They're like this. I can't show in this room because we actually have max items in here. So let's go back to the other room. Yeah, we had them like this. Let me put them together like this. Just like that. I could probably like recreate what I did actually. I had the dresser in there too. But the exact order of it was more like... It's these ones. Side desk. 2 side desks put together. Like this. Something like that. It's a little bit rough. Not exact placement. And then it was... No. Simple table wood. Where is it? This one. There we go. But if you notice that, I think it was X fighting or Z fighting? Z fighting, I think. My brother showed me a solution. Placing it on top of the paper instead. Because the paper lifts it up, I guess. So it kind of works like Final Fantasy XIV. In a way. And then we just used this part through the wall. Because this whole part up here is like cut off. And that's pretty much what we did for it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I was really happy with this. It was the first thing I tried that technique with. Of course you have this random bar going through here, but it's kind of easy to not see. Where's the rug though? I want to show where the rug was. Here it is. It should be the small one. I believe it was the small one. Not this one. It was this one. And then, of course, we had the rest going through the wall, so... like this whole part back here. So yeah. That was pretty much how to do this. We don't need that in this build though, so... okay, save just real quick. It does go through a little bit on both sides. That's interesting. I'll look into that. So I was gonna do like a chair facing this way, like a little couch piece or something. This might be too thin of an area though. Do you have to put each individual book on the shelf, or are there some that are a bunch of books? There are some that are a bunch of books, so that's why I'm gonna be able to fill it up pretty quickly. It was just that for my my display room, like I wanted to have a lot of individual ones. Like, see, this is some you can do. Of course, some of them are a little bit monotonous because of the same thing over and over again. But you can combat that a little bit. I think it'd be better if I chose a better bookcase for this, because this one's a little bit thicker than I thought it was. But actually, I do have a solution for that. And the solution would actually just be pushing these further through the wall. Because these are really big. The reason I pushed the other one further through the wall is because we need this one's backing to not show either. I want the same amount of space on each side. Except I can't help but notice that the other one does appear longer now. That's interesting. Yeah, pretty much like that. I want to do like rows kind of like books and stuff. I think that'd be cool. I'm just not I'm not sure how to do this. Could do this too. No, that does not look good. Antique shelf. That's kind of cool. Hmm. This is gonna be interesting. Those are both smaller. They're more like meant for a personal house, I think. Something like this would be more... I think we had the right idea with going with these bookshelf types. I just need to make sure to make enough room for the chair and for people to walk around, kind of thing, like picturing enough space to be there. I'm gonna roughly place some of these down. You can have this one touching the wall here. Even though typically you do want to be able to walk around the whole thing. We can have this as like a separate reading nook though, I guess, too. That said, I might want to pull this out more this way if I'm doing that. More like that, maybe? Oh. Especially to account for the other side of the bookshelves. Oh. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna have to try to account for this space too. Without the door being in the way. Trying to think of something like this, maybe? Maybe a little spot right here. Like a low table or something? Not that. Something like this. Maybe even this. Yeah, we can do that, we can do that. We can have them share just about the same amount of space, so that... Oh. So that's equal on each side. Curious why that's not lining up. It usually does. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These shelves are not earthquake compliant. Gotta take it all down. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, right? These darn shelves. Right about there, yes. Awesome. We can almost get this, like, right up against it then. There we go. There we go. Then we have a whole, all this space here. I think we did kind of make the room a little bit more interesting now. I think I should have, like, lined it up better with this part here, but I can't because of the door. So it's gonna make me cringe a little bit that it's, like, offset. But the door exists, so... If it was only a little bit more this way, like if I could take that and move it over, then it'd work. I think I'll move, not this one. That's much too small. This kind here? It's not very fitting. Move that on the other side. We'll keep this kind here. Hope that it doesn't interfere with that at all. Oh no. It does slightly interfere with it. I feel like we should have a little bit of clearance for the... even that part right there. We can combine at least this part here. But then we have the other side of this wall here. This is why we don't have too much to worry about. Except when it does that. So we can do this. But then it's gonna be a little bit... it'd be a little bit weird. I might have to do something like really janky. Like something even like that. Even though it doesn't look the best. Maybe make room for a light or something. I think that's what we're gonna have to go with for now. Oh my. Was not expecting that. I'll go with that. We did a lot of shelves on this side. I feel like I should be counting too, how many it takes to get to the item limit. So far it doesn't look too bad. I do want to do a bunch of these on this side. Perhaps I'll make enough clearance for the door on both sides so it looks intentional. And not like I had a compromise. I think I can have the full length of this one, maybe? Because there are some bigger books that we might want this for. We're gonna slowly back it up into the wall more. I say slowly, but this isn't that slow. I'm gonna have to go from this side then. Might look a little bit weird. Ah! Have to do a wall here again. No, that's not gonna work. Just turn it sideways. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but yeah, me and my family have also been playing this, so it's been a lot of fun. We've all customized a little bit of a room. We've done character design stuff. I really like the character design stuff that you can do in this game, but it is a little bit limited. And while I say a little bit might be an understatement. But overall, it is a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it, especially because it's still on the Black Friday sale, I believe, until December 8th. And it's only, I think it was $9 in total. Oh, I forgot you can't put that on top of stuff. Oops. Yeah, $9 USD on the sale. And it's only about a gigabyte of space too, so it's not like it takes a lot of space. So for what you can do, with the game, plus the price and the space, is actually pretty amazing. I just really like the customization. Considering it's like a game that you should be able to like AFK and study in, I actually just like to play it too, just for the design factor alone. But actually I have been able to focus and work more on my study stuff and my plans. Just having the game up in the background with my own music. That's been nice. I don't know if I should have made this go all the way to the ceiling. Makes it feel a little bit more secluded. Especially for something that's more of like an aisle, I feel like. Shouldn't do that for this one. That one can't really be. That's still interesting though. Oh, I just realized I can make this a little bit taller, but I kind of like the size of it. Because, I feel like that feels almost like, more of like a library thing. You have like a little plant on there. Yeah, something like that to freshen up the area. Or I could do one of the flowers. Like this one? It's a little bit small though, I guess. Trying to think, where would you want this one? I would say over the door, but not everyone could see it then. I need to go to the chairs spot though, because this is where the actual cushion is. I should just stack a few as a reading nook spot thing. I would do one closer, but I think it'd be too close. And probably interfere a little bit with this person's spot. Maybe not so many. Three was a bit much. That got turned pretty far. This is a good way of telling which way the cushion is turned. Because you definitely don't want people sitting that way. There we go. I just want to know if two people would interfere. Let's place Alfie. No, that's not Alfie. Bro. Wait, how do you make them both? What? I thought my brother did it too. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so they wouldn't interfere. I don't think they would interfere. Wait. They shouldn't, they shouldn't. I need to test with this seat now, though. So, wait, so if I said sit, it would just make him move, not her. I have to, like, individually place her, I guess. Unless my brother knows something else about this, so I don't. 2 is kind of too much, I think, though. 1 was too much, 2 was too much. I don't want people blocking that part. Hopefully that didn't just turn a lot. Should evenly space them a little bit more. Wait, does it actually count as her sitting now? Okay, we'll have him test the direction of all of these. Oh, so it turned her because she was on top of it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, perfect. I don't know how many people would want to just sit there reading on the ground like that, but... this might not be the best light to have in here. I thought maybe there would be more of like a standing light. This feels like it's kind of in the way. That's small. That's I don't think they pictured someone making a library. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think I'll go with that. Maybe not behind the door, though? No, wait. Maybe behind the door was a better idea. Yeah, there's more space behind the door. Move the clock over there. No, no one's gonna be able to see it from that side. I just wish you can dye this, like, separately. Or I say dye, but I mean like color it separately. I want to put something here too. Perhaps a plant. No, not that one. Maybe this one? If it doesn't clip too bad. Yeah, that one's clipping quite a bit, but at least at this angle it doesn't look as bad. Wait a second, I didn't do the flooring. I feel like we should have a darker floor, like a darker gray. This is kind of nice to know too, having a little bit brighter. What else can we add to the base of this design? You know, I just realized that this is going through the wall there. Maybe I should remove the one in the corner. I should probably do this. Considering that's what the other one was there for. I just don't want to repeat this. Yeah. Unless... there's no way it's sticking through too much, right? Yeah, it kind of is. I can do this, I guess, but it doesn't really look the best. How much does that stick through? Quite a bit. Could do this though. Like just barely do that and then do... okay, well, it's gonna happen with any of those apparently. But that does look a little bit better. Kind of. Maybe, sorta. That's nice. Oh, why did she teleport over here? I think we gotta get the chairs set up. I was trying to think, what kind of chair would you usually have here? Like something like that? Not like that, right? That's way too uncomfortable. Not a bad choice. That seems less likely. This is more like an... yeah, that's an office chair. It's a classroom one. This is almost more likely, I feel like. I don't know why this is what I'm feeling like doing, but that one kind of feels right. Besides this one, the retro chair does kind of seem a fitting. I could do them both, but I kind of want to keep just one for the theme of things. Wait, why didn't I put this one closer? Need to make sure it's spaced enough. Okay. I think that should be the right height, right? Yeah, perfect. I just gotta make sure the other one is lined up now. Right about there-ish, I think. Book is not clipping, kind of. Let's see if his finger is clipping. It does not, really? Nice. Okay, he's kind of our tester for this. Just because apparently we can't move Alfie for some reason. I'm not sure why. Unless maybe if I click on her and then click on something like this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, that explains a lot. Nice. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this spot. I kind of wanted to put like... No. Something like this here, so you could just like sit down and read or something. This would just be too much of a weird spot to have this here, I think. I think it'd be more comfortable to sit here rather than that. That said, I don't know if I know many people that would go in a claustrophobic spot like this. It's not too bad, I guess. It still sections you off from other people, so you can still focus, but for some people it might be a little bit too claustrophobic. Please don't turn. Awesome. I think we gotta get some of these books up. I think that's pretty much the last step, right? I just need to figure out how many items we used here. Maybe I can count it back after the fact. I think one of these I'm gonna add a laptop to, like maybe this one. I like that your character can like pull out a laptop if you're like laying on the ground, but I kind of wish you could do that if you're sitting too, so that you don't have to have a laptop here. Kind of similar to how you can like read the book normally. Is it bad that I can't tell which way it's facing? I think I might put like, a sketch pad over here maybe. But maybe it'd be nice if I did both of them as laptops. Why can't I turn this? There we go. Wait, so if that's the 0... Okay, I'll keep it like that. I shouldn't keep the headphones there, because maybe they'd have that in their character if they had headphones or not. I'll color the laptops differently if we can, though. If I can select it. I wanted to do a black laptop. Oh, there we go. This one looks like it's silver. We'll just keep that one default. Why isn't this one changing, actually? Huh. I don't know if that's a bug or what. It doesn't exactly work with this. Need to move it even further off. That's close enough. I'm glad they didn't make it too spaced out. Again, close enough. Nice. Okay, we got these little areas set up. I kind of want to do like some minimal decoration in that area, but we need to do more books. No, we want to have this... Oh, I know. Perfect. Perhaps some more like over here, actually. Somewhere that when you like come in here, you'd like be able to take it. Maybe that'd be more like... We could bring this thing here. Oh yeah, we could do that. I'm just not sure how I feel about the clipping of it. Oh, we can do that. Oh, that works, that works. We have to think about what is going where. There are some really big books in here. Like that, for instance. It will, of course, get a little bit repetitive that we're using the same items. Which one is this? That was B5, okay. I think this is a way we can make it less monotonous, is using maybe less books, perhaps? So we don't use up all the item space. And then we can do the, these things to help us with categorizing. Actually, that should help a lot. I want it to kind of be like separated in sections like the way it is right now. I want to make sure it's all the same kind. Oops. That's not the right kind. This takes like 3 per though. I feel like we should have less up here. Let's space them out a little bit. Since I have a bad feeling we're probably gonna reach item limit. And turn those back. Okay, so we did a lot of the B5s. We'll do some of the A5s now. This is B5, we need A5. I'm gonna remove this one and this one. We're gonna move this around. Under goods, we're gonna take the small one of these as a bookend, and then we're on A5. That's gonna be too small. I'm only gonna use those when it looks like it might be necessary. I'm gonna start making some of these more sparse though. Like it's actually used. We're gonna use some of the B6 ones. I wonder if I'm only gonna need like one of these in each spot rather than multiple. I should have some shelves that have like a bunch of random stuff on them, like people were returning them or something. I think doing it more like this might help me a little bit. Not just time-wise, but like making it look a little bit better too. I'll put like actual books like over here. Other kinds of books. That's like perfect. What? Should just have a bunch of these here. Oh. Perfect. They are usually sorted though, so I don't want to put too many random things everywhere. Wait, not that one. What are these? Aren't they these? Magazines. Wait, where did they go? Oh, here they are. I wonder if I can move that over here. Because that's... Wait, I could have just put the magazines in here. What? That would be perfect. What the heck? Why didn't I think about that? We don't need magazines over here. Perfect. We could put like the more antique books like back here, I guess, since we have a special section over here. Oh, these are actually perfect for the antique books. I have like some of them sparse because maybe people like them more. Yeah, perhaps this one could be like a return section that needs to be reorganized. Maybe this could be that. Depending. So far I really like the vibe of it. We did this was B5, A5 to B6. And then the Shonen Shoujo mangas. We could just do that. Wait, I didn't place it far back enough. I'm assuming that's what these are for. There we go, yep. Move it up here. Slightly turned. We can have like a book return spot here, I guess. If you could actually stack them, that'd be nice though. That's nice. Why is there not many that can be stacked, though? I'll have to do something like this. Yeah, something like that, probably. Let me put more magazines at the bottom. Wait, that's... Oh, wait, what did we do for that? Oh, we did those ones, okay. Cool. There we go. We're on... this one? Yes. That works. If it's not floating off. Oh, we could do that too, actually. It'd be more like that, though, to actually show what it's supposed to be. Let me see if this one was fixed. No, it's not. This one should be like that. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with this last one. We can have something else there. I want to have more random stuff on this shelf. Less books on this shelf, I guess. Hardcovers. I like that they had the hardcovers, like, vary a little bit. A little more. Like, based on if you choose the small or the medium ones and stuff. Of course, it will still get monotonous after placing too many of the same thing, but I think just having a little bit of variation is nice, too. Place some of these at the very bottom. That's nice. Wait, why are these like clipping through the top? I don't like that. Oh wait, they're not. They're not. It's the brightness. It's the brightness. Okay, that was confusing. It's very bright right here. I think it's from... No, it's not. It's from the time, right? Oh, here's what it looked like at nighttime. Oh, we could just turn on the lighting. That's much better. Okay, that looks good. Of course, we gotta re-find where those books were now. This one feels a little bit more crowded. one felt more natural. I should have some of these turned a little bit differently, just to have a little bit more uniqueness to it. Okay, I think that's a little bit better now. Should have a stack of hardcovers. Oh, that is one. We'll have one stack there. That said, wait, should we do something more like this? Because then we have different unique parts about each one on different sides of it. Hmm. Okay, so this is paperback. Wait, paperback? Oh, these are like a small one. What? Stacked ones? These ones are that kind. Okay. Wait, so what is this one then? Oh, this one is this kind. Wait, no? Oh, there is no stack version of this one. Hmm. Right here? We could. I was gonna say we could put a magazine like right there, but. This way is the correct way? We could honestly just fill this part with magazines, but. Might be more fitting if we do this one in here. Oh, the problem is that, yeah, we can't do that. Because it's too thick. This one. We still have some more manga to place, too. We're gonna have some, like, going into the other side of this here. I hope I don't reach the max. Please don't let me reach the maximum placed. Is that big enough for this? No. These are like leftover books from this side. I'll do more magazines over here. I do have an idea with this too. If I can make it work. Almost. It's just they're really pulled out here. Works better on the bottom shelf, I think. Yeah, okay. You know, overall, it feels like I have placed more inside this place than I did in my own other room. And for that reason, I'm worried that I'm gonna reach the limit faster than I think. We're gonna have some of the more random stuff in here now. It's a little bit too big for this shelf. Technically it'd be somewhat okay up here, but not really. But there was like a Western style book. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I don't want to do too many on this side, but I'm gonna do a few. It's fine. I don't want it to encroach on this space at all. There, that's nice. It's hardcover, that's not paperback. Hardcover as well. Oh, we should have some CDs in here too, actually. What the heck? It's definitely one of the things I see in the library. I feel like it's something you used to see a lot more, but... I think we should keep them in a similar section though, so I kind of want to put them over here. Not over here, if that makes sense. Oh, we can put stuff on top of the shelves too. I didn't think about that. Since I'm gonna move the records over in this area, I want to move these also in this area. So I'm gonna do the record stuff like over here. Move these over here. Why is it all only stacked game software? Oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason it's only stacked. Well, this is just standing straight up. I was expecting that to be like leaning. Surprised how far away I can be doing this. Nice, that was all of them. I didn't realize I had picked up too many CDs for this. I'll move them over here then. After all, I wanted the records to be over there. Oop. There we go. I kind of want to have some paper in this section. If I can move this up here instead, that'd be nice. Oh my. I'll just pretend that this fits. Holy moly, that's a lot. They're very big. That's why they have like the record shelf specifically for this. So I should have just done that one. Yeah, this is not big enough for the records. But we continue on. Oh, some of these books are coming through. I didn't realize it was gonna happen. I did kind of like that actually. I'm unsure why the PC software doesn't come in a stack. It's just one laying down or one upright. Because you can't even put it on top of the other one, so you can't make a stack. Paper sleeve CDs, that's right, yeah. Okay, so you want two different kinds here. I'll have two of that kind right there. I guess they clip though, so I'll put this kind right here. And then the rest are this kind, so. Is the G supposed to be a generic placeholder? Yeah, it's the G and Go. That's why it's lowercase. It's just a placeholder, and you can put, whatever you want on those ones specifically. So yes, it is just a placeholder. So that means I'm gonna have to find a bunch of photos for this too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I think just being able to customize how you want to is pretty cool. I feel like there are some limitations, but for the most part, I think that it's while it is a little bit limited, it's not like crazy limited, if that makes sense. Because I mean, you can make quite a lot with it. Oh, I still fill this stuff in. I was gonna do something with this too, but I don't remember what I was gonna do. Oh, I think I was gonna try these again. Yeah, that's a little bit much, though. There's a lot. The records. They're a little bit too big for the shelf. I just didn't want them to clip, so. I guess I can push them a little bit further back to solve that. A little bit, maybe. Then it'd be kind of like, wait, how does it get out of there? What in the... Every once in a while it does turn itself really weird. That works. I want a bunch of the Western books to be here. I also want paper, so... Where's some, like, paper we can do? It wasn't under goods. Here it is, stationery. I only want to give the illusion that there's a lot of paper here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, besides placing a bunch of pieces of paper. But perhaps there's more like underneath here or something of the sort. Okay, oh, you know what? We should have a pencil sharpener here too. Maybe I do need a little bit more space over here. That's a little bit better. Ah, yes, here we go. The Western book set here. I like that these ones don't go way too high. Hmm. I think I want to keep more of them on this side, though. Like, maybe it's a smaller section. That looks a little bit better. We can have more of these in here, too, then. Oh, no, we can't. They're too big. Never mind. I want to mix these with the hardcovers, a little bit. So we'll have, like, every other one is, like, one of those. Where are the hardcovers? These ones. I like what these look like, and they look a little bit more natural and varied. It's too big. I'll move that over here, I guess. I can swap places with that one. Oh, I see why. I did not do that. I guess if we want any more of the antique ones, we should put them over here. There we go, that's better. I'm gonna do a random, bookend here. I didn't do very many of them, so I didn't use too many items, but I'd like to use a few of them if I could. Some of these won't need that, obviously, but... We're almost filled, actually. There's one thing I did want to do, which was, I think, these stacked magazines. We did them over here, I guess. So we could just double up on the stacked magazines. They do clip a little bit. Okay, more than a little bit. If I push them back a little bit more, then maybe it'll be better. But then it'll be clipping to the other side. But that's alright. Because we won't have to see it. This is where I'm going to combine like a bunch of other books, I think. I'm just using the largest one so it doesn't take as many item space. I'm gonna do some more hardcovers here as well, I think, because we have more space to work with. Look at how quickly that gets shaded. Oh. I have to combine one of these real quick. This is a more crazy spot for a lot of different books. Mostly just for a difference in visual. Still want the right books to be where they are, though. It's like still properly sorted out. Which one was that? This one? This one. I feel like these should all be over here more. I don't want to turn it like that every time, but it does stink that the light will not hit that part. This one is very tight, like this one's very compact. And then we're gonna have some of these at the bottom. There we go. Just one more to fill. This is the one that was going to be completely, like, randomly placed. It is very hard to see now that the light is all out, though. Let's see how we do with this. That actually worked pretty well. And the third one, this one here. I want to give some space between each one too. We have a lot of hardcovers, so I don't want to do too many of those now. Not use that one. And there. There's a lot of random stuff in that one shelf. I don't know if I should have done so much random stuff, but I'm pretty proud of the library look, though. Looks like a... Oh my gosh, it's like spaced. On that one side only. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's it. Finally did like a whole build on stream. I don't think I did that before. Oh, there we go. Oh, that doesn't really work with the leg part. Works for some poses, I guess. But not for the reading, which is kind of what I'd hoped for. I could do something more like... No, I don't want to do that. I could pull this out further. Maybe put something behind him? Okay, that works. It's just, a little bit weird, I guess. What the? Oh, up there. want it down there, yeah. We're gonna have to move this. I think I can remember where this spot was. I thought this is what we chose before, but maybe it's not. I knew it was gonna show a little bit on each side. It's a little bit showing too much on the right side now. Not enough on the right side. That might be as close as we get. Right about there-ish. Then we can have something behind that. Like even the sketchbook. What else? Someone's phone, I guess, maybe? No, we shouldn't do that one. We could do a little bit of art, but we can only do it on these walls back here. Like we can have paintings. I want to do like a little, accessory or something over here, like maybe a plant or something. It's not an accessory, but like something cute like that. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I think we should definitely have like different ones in these spaces to make it feel like a little bit more used, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. This was stream 2 of 2 of day 337 of streaming every single day. And our 4th stream of Go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!